Good afternoon, everyone. My name is, oh, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I was supposed to be introduced.
Lauren's here. She's
I
going
apologize,
to
Lauren.
introduce you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Derrick Faison, Group Fitness and Personal Training Instructor. Welcome.
Thank you, Lauren. Yes, as you mentioned, my name is Derrick Faison. I'm a Greenbelt resident. I've been living in Greenbelt for a little over 5 years now. I really enjoy a lot about the community, not just the people, but also the different activities we have around us. A lot of great exercise spaces and just things to do, which I really enjoy. I'll give you a little bit of background on myself about my background. So I've been involved in fitness for the majority of my life. I did run track when I was in middle school, high school, and college. And after I graduated from college, fitness wasn't as easy. I didn't have the routine of practice and track meets and everything to kind of keep me in line. So I ended up getting a membership to a Gold's Gym in downtown DC near where I was working at the time. It was around 20th and L Street. I started going to the gym again, and I was totally honest. I was bored to death. I was getting on an elliptical machine. I would catch myself looking at the TV to distract myself. By the time I think 20 minutes passed by, and I look at the screen, it's like 2 minutes have passed by. So I was really getting bored out of my routine. So I really needed to find something to challenge myself and to bring some excitement to my to getting back into fitness. So on the second floor of that gym, there was a group exercise room, and I looked at their schedule, and the class that jumped out to me was a cardio kickboxing class. So I took the class for the first time, and I really enjoyed it. It was everything I was looking forward to. And as far as fitness, it was fast paced. It was everything was different each class, and then just the people in class kind of forming a camaraderie kind of resembled what I had when I was had a team and running track. So group fitness really became something I really started to really gravitate to. So I started taking the class. Every day was offered. It was Wednesdays and Saturdays. I was in there every Wednesday and Saturday. And after a while, the group exercise manager approached me after one class, and she said, "No, you should think about taking the training to teach the class." And at the time, I was like, "No, I mean, it's hard enough to do these exercises myself. I couldn't imagine talking and doing these at the same time." But I ended up taking the training, and from there, I ended up getting my own class about 3 months later. After that, and I've been teaching group exercise ever since. At one point, I was working in fitness full time and learned how to teach a lot of different classes: spin, which is a cycling class; boot camp; Tabata, which is a high intensity interval training class. And I really got to branch out and learn a lot of different group exercise skill sets. And then also I got into doing more personal training while I was doing fitness full time about 6 years ago. Currently, as far as fitness is concerned, I do still enjoy doing limited group exercise classes, and then also I do personal training for members here in the community. I have about 5 clients here in Greenbelt that I work with, either at their homes or also at Planet Fitness at Beltway Plaza, which is another thing that I mentioned. What I really like about Greenbelt is that we have at least 3 fitness centers that are within close proximity. We have the Aquatic and Fitness Center, of course, right here in Old Greenbelt, and then also we have Sport to Fitness, which just replaced LA Fitness. And then, as I mentioned, Planet Fitness in Beltway Plaza, where I'm also a member and do some personal training there as well. Outside of fitness work, I do public health consulting with about 3 or 4 different organizations. The majority of my time is doing asthma home visiting. I work with the Children's National Medical Center and an organization in Silver Spring called Yahad, which does home remediation projects for families in need. And so we work with families who have children in the home who have asthma, and do virtual home visits with them. We assess their home for asthma triggers like carpet, pests, mold, and things of that nature. And then I also take some supplies to those families to help alleviate any symptoms in the home. We provide them with anti-allergen mattress covers and pillowcases, vacuum cleaners if they have carpet, pest control, and also some mold remediation too. So I really enjoy being able to combine the public health work that I've always done full time, but then also still incorporating the fitness work that I've done for the majority of my life as well. So today we're going to be kind of doing both. I'm going to start off with doing a little bit of a quick public health presentation for the first half, and then the second half we'll be doing an exercise circuit of exercises as well. So I'm going to see if I can share my screen here. and pull up my presentation. Everyone see that? All right, so I'm going to go over these, and so we're going to just do a kind of a healthy lifestyles presentation, going about making healthy food choices, and then also starting to incorporate fitness into your life, whether you haven't been involved in fitness before, or if you're just starting fitness, or if you've been involved in fitness and maybe had to take a break for any number of reasons. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do a little bit of a quiz, and so it's going to be interactive. So if you have any questions or anything, please feel free to jump in or use the raise your hand function. So for our quiz today, we're going to be looking at some options about which is healthier. So if you have pen and paper nearby, or if you want to use a Word document on your computer or notes function, we're going to go through about 8 questions, and then we'll back up and we go through all those questions and again and see what you all came up with with answers. Sound good? All right, I think we're all ready. So let's start with question number 1 here. So question number 1, which is healthier? A slice of thin crust pizza, or B, a slice of hand tossed cheese pizza? And you can jot your answer down. Don't say your answer now. We'll come back to the beginning and go over these again. So jot down A or B, thin crust pizza, cheese pizza, or B, hand tossed cheese pizza for question number 1. Question number 2, which is healthier? A, you go into 7-Eleven or CVS, you walk out with a pack of Skittles, or B, is it better to walk out with that pack of Kit Kat bars? Make your selection. A, a pack of Skittles, or B, the Kit Kat bars. All right, let's go to question number 3. All right, you're in a grocery store and you're deciding on something, a beverage to take home with you. Are you going to take A, the Welch's mixed berry juice, or B, the Minute Maid apple juice? All right, question number 4. Which is healthier between A, single burger with everything, or B, the chicken club sandwich? Questions get hard as we go, we get closer to question 8. Single burger with everything or the chicken club sandwich? All right, question number 5. Would you rather, is it healthier to choose A, making a bowl of the old-fashioned oatmeal, or B, making a bowl of the instant oatmeal? Different flavors you have there too. All right, let's check out our choices for question number 6. Are you going to choose A, the baked potato, or B, is it healthier to choose the brown rice? But when people made some quick selections on this one. So let's go on to question number 7. A, having a piece of tilapia on your plate, or B, are you going to choose the salmon? All right, and our last question, question number 8, then we'll go back to the beginning and go over these. Will you choose A, making it quick, pouring a glass of orange juice, or B, peeling you a nice fresh orange? All right, so let's back ourselves up to the beginning here and start with question 1. Anyone would like to chime in here? Some of these may be your questions. Would anyone like to chime in on which you would like to choose, the thin crust pizza or the hand tossed cheese pizza? Anyone like to chime in?
I thought thin crust because maybe it's, it's the same amount of cheese, but, fewer, like less crust, maybe.
Yeah. Anyone else? Anyone else choose the same or choose something different?
I chose the thin crust too. Because I actually, in parentheses, I put neither, but that's.
Like I said, some of these seem like they're trick questions.
And so it's all about making healthy choices. So you don't have to always totally take out everything, but also making the choice between which one may be healthier if you're going to choose a fast food option. And so it is the thin crust pizza, because there is a lot of sugar in pizza crust. So cutting back on that by having the thin crust pizza as opposed to hand tossed pizza will cut down a lot of sugar and also a lot of calories and fat as well.
Okay.
Looks like everyone chose that. So let's move on to question number 2, which was the tough decision. If you're walking out of line, would you rather, if you had to choose, is it the healthy option to choose this pack of Skittles or the pack of Kit Kat?
I took Kit Kat.
I
Only
thought
'cause
so
like
too.
Kit Kats.
Because I thought the Skittles probably just have, like, they're just pure sugar, I would think.
That is correct. It is healthier to choose the Kit Kat. The Skittles are packed with sugar. The Kit Kat, and also you can choose the mini Kit Kat option. They do have those. Only come with 4 bars, a lot less calories and fat in that and sugar than the pack of Skittles.
In parentheses, I put neither.
Better just keep your eyes away from the snack section when you're walking out of 7-Eleven or CVS or somewhere. Just don't even look at it. All right, let's go to question number 3 here, which was a glass of the mixed berry juice or the Minute Maid apple juice. Anyone like
I
to?
chose B, apple juice.
I thought mixed berry, but I think this is a case. I think juice has a lot more sugar than most people think. So I think, you're better off you're better off with a glass of water, but than either one of these probably.
Yes, definitely.
The Minute Maid is 100% juice. So.
But there's still a lot of sugar, isn't there? Well, anyway, Derrick's going to tell us.
Yes, there's still a lot of juice in ones that are 100% apple juice. So actually the healthy option is the Welch's mixed berry juice, because you're getting the nutrients from all the different superfood berries that are in that one. Blackberries, blueberries, those are things that are healthy. Some of superfoods that are packed with a combination of different nutrients that you want to have. As was mentioned, the 100% apple juice doesn't just fresh squeeze from the apple and just the juice. There's still a lot of sugar packed in those. So we'll get to how to navigate that a little bit later. All right, question number 4 was the single burger with everything or the chicken club sandwich?
Chicken club.
I agree with Lois. That's what I wrote down.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
club.
toppings on that, though. There's a lot of, it looks like some mayonnaise and other things. May still not be healthy, but healthier.
Anyone else?
I'm waiting for Paige because she's usually right.
Well, the answer to this one is the A, single burger with everything.
Wow.
As someone mentioned with the toppings, if you notice on that chicken club sandwich, one of the most unhealthy things you can eat is that bacon, which is on the club sandwich.
Okay.
And bacon is, like I mentioned, one of the most unhealthy things you can eat. The single burger with everything, actually, with the ground beef, you can always tell, of course, the amount of fats that some of the fast food burgers use, but you really cut down on a lot of calories by just having the single burger with the vegetables on there, the tomato, the lettuce, and the pickles. You really get into trouble, as was mentioned with the chicken club, by adding in the toppings, the bacon, the mayonnaise, and the other condiments. Plus the chicken itself, depending on how it's cooked, also can add additional calories to that sandwich.
Mm.
Question number 5: the old-fashioned oatmeal or the instant oatmeal?
A.
A.
It is A, the old-fashioned oatmeal. The instant oatmeal, of course, coming in those different flavors, packed with sugar. This particular one is apple and cinnamon, the maple brown sugar, cinnamon and apple. And you're better off, naturally sweetening your own oatmeal with honey, with fruit, with fresh fruit and things like that. Granola, not granola, but as I mentioned, with fresh fruit, honey, and those type of things is natural.
How does the instant oatmeal compare to, say, like a boxed dry cereal? One of the, because I think I've heard that a lot of those have a lot of sugar too. Is the instant oatmeal, if you're comparing those two, is it better than, I don't know, Honey Bunches of Oats or something like that?
And then that one also depends, because if you have like a regular size box of Honey Bunches of Oats, as it compared to one pack of the instant oatmeal, that one pack of instant oatmeal I think is about 1/4 of a cup, I believe. But if you're pulling your own bowl of cereal, if you have a tendency to someone who may put more than the serving size in your cereal bowl, and plus the type of milk you use can also add additional calories to your bowl of cereal. With the instant oatmeal, a lot of that time you're just adding water to it. But we'll get to talking about food labels a little bit later. But if you're getting like the prepackaged small box, the cereal, that may be a better comparison. But if you're pouring your own cereal, sometimes, as I mentioned, we have a tendency to put more than what the serving size is and use more than what's recommended.
But couldn't you, just one quick question on that, couldn't you just use like you have instant oatmeal, but it's regular. So it's just plain, but it's instant as opposed to the old fashioned rolled oats.
Yeah, so if they do have the original of the instant oatmeal, that definitely would be a better option as opposed to the flavored instant oatmeals. And they're probably in comparison right along the same lines as using the old fashioned as well, since you're cutting out a lot of the sugar that the other flavored instant oatmeals have in them. Question number 6 was the baked potato or the brown rice?
Brown rice.
Brown
That's
rice.
what I thought too.
Okay, so actually on the surface as they are, the baked potato is a healthy option. The skin has a lot of really good nutrients in it, and also the baked potato itself. And as I mentioned, this is as is. Now, the baked potato can change forms. Once it is opened up, many people may have a tendency to add a lot of salt, butter, cheese, sour cream, maybe some chili. All of those things have now destroyed the healthiness of the baked potato.
But also the brown rice is a complex carbohydrate.
Yeah, but both are definitely healthy options. Both are definitely healthy options. The baked potato just gives you a little bit added nutrients with everything that the skin it has in there as well. But like I mentioned, once you get into the dangerous territory with the baked potato, once you open it up and start adding the topping. So if you're one of those folks that have a lot of need to have a lot of toppings to baked potato, choose option B. All right, let's move on to question number 7 as we get close to the end of our quiz here. The tilapia or the salmon?
I like salmon.
I thought tilapia in this case, but
Salmon.
And yes, it is the salmon. The salmon is a nice fleshy fish. It's really packed with a lot of great nutrients. The tilapia is also a good option as well. The salmon actually gives a lot of the good fats that you need, and also has a lot of the good carbs and nutrients that you need as well. Like I said, the tilapia has it, but the salmon really has it all packed in there with the fleshiness of how the salmon is is prepared. So once again, as of course, with everything, you can make the healthiest thing unhealthy with the way it's cooked, the way it's seasoned. So definitely make sure that you are, for those who do a lot of cooking at home, that you're also paying attention to how you cook, preparing your meals, and how you're seasoning them as well.
and those are both probably better than the burger or the chicken club.
That is correct. That's definitely correct.
Katie Puglisi say there are different types of salmon. Like, for example, you have the wild salmon, which has less fat than, say, a steelhead salmon. Is there a difference?
I'm not sure about that. That's something I'll definitely like to look into and for myself, because you do see some different options of salmon that are in stores when you go into seafood markets or just to your local grocery store. So that's definitely something to look into as far as if there's a type of salmon that's better than others in regards to the ones that you may see more commonly at your grocery store.
Yeah, because at Costco you can see the wild salmon.
Mm-hmm.
And it really has very little fat. So you're wondering, well, I don't know if it doesn't taste as good as the steelhead salmon. I like a little fat. Curious.
Yeah, so that's definitely an option I need to look into as well to see if there is a type of salmon that may be a little bit more healthy or not as healthy as the others. Okay, let's look at our last question here, and that was pouring a glass of orange juice or choosing the actual orange fruit to eat.
Orange fruit.
The orange itself.
Yes, it's always the better option when you're choosing between the fruit or the juice to choose the fruit option. cutting down on a lot of sugars that are in the fruit juices that they have in the grocery stores, especially even if they do say, as we talked about earlier, even if it does say 100% juice, you're still having a lot of sugar in those particular drinks. So better option to choose actual fruit. Very good. Well, thank you all for, Chris, hope you got a little bit out of that. So one of that, so back to kind of going ahead with that, with what we're kind of talking about, one of the most important things that you would want to look at when you're in the grocery store, when you're talking about your foods and your beverages, is the nutrition labels. And this kind of can set the tone about whether the product you're buying is a good option for you to buy or not. So this isn't for any particular product. This is mainly just to kind of show in general what a nutrition label information they have on there. And of course, being at the top, the first thing you should be looking at is the amount of serving size in the container or bottle if you're having a beverage that you're having. So in this particular label, someone may pick it up and say, oh, that's only 230 calories. That's not too bad. But there are 8 servings in this container. So this is if this is your favorite bag of chips or something like that, and you have a tendency to eat the whole bag, you've now have to take that 230 and multiply that by 8, because that is the amount of calories that you have now put into your body, which would probably take yourself over your daily amount, especially if you're incorporating other meals you have throughout the day. So you want to make sure that you're looking at the amount of servings that are in the container, and then what is the actual serving size, so that you're not overindulging in your favorite foods or beverages. Also working your way down and looking at the amount of fats are in the product. This particular one has 0 grams of trans fat, which is a good thing. You're going to want to stay away from trans fat. Also, one thing that I always take a look at is the amount of sodium. I've always had a history of high blood pressure, ever since I was younger, as a teen. So I've always, that's one of the first things I look at after I work my way down from the serving size of sodium, which I definitely try to be mindful of my salt intake so that I can manage my blood pressure naturally as well. And then also looking at the daily amount of proteins and vitamins in each of your and beverages that you pick up, so to make sure that you're keeping an eye on those things. So as you're going through the grocery store, as you're going through different aisles, take a look at different types of product. Each product may have different nutritional values in them. So take a look at those labels and see which is the better option for you to choose, and making sure after you bring those products home that you're sticking to the serving size and once you're eating or drinking that particular product. One of the things that that can get us into trouble is our snacking, especially for those who may be parents of school-age children, and you may keep a lot of snacks in the home for the kids. So you want to make sure that you're keeping in, and for those for parents who do have school-age children, I have heard that they also like to have a tendency to snack on those same foods that they have for their children. So if you're keeping a lot of cookies and chips in the home for the kids, that also can be something that you also eat as well, and can set you back in your health journey. So you want to make sure you have snacks in the home that are healthier for you. Frozen fruit or 100% juice bars are a good option. Also using canned fruit in 100% juice. You see canned fruit also comes in syrup. The syrup option adds a lot of sugar to that particular can of fruit. So you want to go with the 100% fruit juice option that's in the can of fruit if you do choose canned fruit. If you're using like ice cream or sorbet, using the sugar-free or low-calorie options, always a good thing. Plain yogurt, we can sweeten with fresh fruit and yogurt. Things I like to do, also add a little honey to that as well, are also good. For those who do like potato chips, they are coming out with more low sodium options. So if you're choosing those low sodium options, definitely take a look at that. And I did pick up a low sodium bag of Lay's and compared that to the regular bag, and definitely a big difference on the sodium intake in the low sodium Lay's. So if you are a chip person, choosing the lower sodium option, which honestly doesn't really give you much of a taste difference, would be better than choosing the regular high sodium.
What about baked chips?
Baked chips definitely are good as well. They have a lower sodium count also. So baked chips are also a good option. When it comes to exercising, you want to definitely incorporate exercise and also with your healthy eating. And you want to make sure that you're starting slow with exercise to avoid any kind of and in injuries, of course, that's definitely especially for those who may have been used to exercising before. And someone mentioned in the chat, what about granola bars? Granola bars can be a good option, but also there are a lot of different types of granola bars. Many of them do have a lot of added sugar to them. So take a look at those. I mean, some of those have gotten a little out of control. Those especially the cereal bars that have the layer of yogurt, I think, kind of caked on top. So things like that, where you want to kind of stay away from a lot of ones that may have a lot of toppings in them. So a lot of just the plain granola bars that don't have too many toppings or things within them are a better option when it comes to those. Getting back to exercise, as I mentioned, kind of starting slow. I know for folks who may have been used to exercising and had to take a break, whether due to injury or anything that may happen in life, as it's definitely important for you to start back slow and not try to rush yourself back to the level you were before you took that break to avoid injury. Starting with things that are low impact that can help build lung capacity and oxygen flow. Starting with walking, there's a lot of great walking spaces here in Greenbelt. Exercising in short stints, maybe 10 minutes 2 to 3 times per day, just kind of slowly building yourself up, building up your wind capacity, building up and not over working your heart rate. Getting into just things where we're breaking a sweat, but not over exerting yourself to avoid injuries and feelings of discouragement, which is a big thing. A lot of people have a goal in mind where they want to reach a certain weight or by a certain time for a vacation or a reunion or to fit into a particular item of clothing. But you want to make sure that you're building this into a lifelong habit and not something that you may stop after you return from, after you've met your goals for the vacation or whatever event you may be attending. You want to make sure that you're incorporating exercise as you go through your daily life routine. And also a really important thing is to be sure to stretch before and after your workout, making sure that your muscles don't get tight. Regular stretching is always good, but also if you have access to or have a foam roller where you can actually roll those muscles across folders and really break up a lot of the tension within the muscles, those help as well. And then lastly, setting small goals for yourself. You want to make sure that you celebrate the small wins and that have your eyes set on the final goal. So if you have a goal to lose a certain amount of weight, you want to make sure that you're celebrating the increments that you are, incremental gains you are making to get there, and not always looking at the big picture, because you will meet your goal as long as you stay consistent and not get discouraged in your workout journey. Easy exercises to begin. I know a lot of folks may not be comfortable yet going back to gyms or fitness centers, either for public health reasons, or there may be some who may not feel comfortable working out in a gym and may feel any kind of intimidation being in a gym. But there's a lot of great things you can do on your own, outside or at home. Walking, which we've kind of talked about, jogging or marching in place, cardio exercises like jumping jacks. A lot of lower body things you can do just with body weight if you don't have any equipment, like squats. Jump rope is an easy thing you can have in your home, where you can just mimic the jump rope movements and doing the jump rope options. And high knees is something that you can add in as well. I'm going to show you, I'm kind of in my home gym now, so I'm going to kind of show you some equipment that I have here that are in my room that are easy to store, not too expensive, but also can give you a good workout at home. So I'm going to turn my computer. My room's not very big, so things you can do with easy pieces of equipment here. All right, so my favorite piece of equipment that I have that I got here is my my heavy bag. I like to definitely use this for a lot of cardio. I do have a set of boxing gloves as well. I have it attached to a stand, but you also can, if you are handy or know someone who is handy, you can have your heavy bag anchored and attached to your ceiling as well. I also have 3 different medicine balls. This is a 12-pound one. I also have an 8 and a 10-pound medicine ball as well. Doesn't take up a lot of space, not very expensive, and it also gives you an opportunity to do lower body and upper body exercises with. Also, I know many people may be familiar with resistance bands, which I have several of these. A lot of these come with handles where you can do, once again, upper body and lower body exercises with these. very easy to just store in the corner of your home or pack along if you're going on any kind of trip or vacation to still get your exercising in while you're away. Also have set of gliders. These are mainly the things you can use on hardwood flooring to do a lot of deep stretching, lower and upper body, where you can glide with your hands and feet over a kitchen floor, or like I said, if you have hardwood floors at home, to do those type of exercises with those. And then lastly, also have Bosu balance ball as well. Have also definitely good for great balance exercises. A lot of folks use this in yoga classes, but you can also do different exercises, squats on here to balance, lower body exercises like push-ups, cardio exercises like toe taps, or hop overs, a lot of different things you can do with your Bosu. So different equipment that you can have that you can store in your home that doesn't take a lot of space. Any questions at all so far?
I'd like to see a couple of stretches.
Well, we're actually going to get up and do some moving now and get some exercises in. So if you'd like to find a way you can have some space, we are going to get in a circuit of exercises. I have some music that we'll play in the background. So make sure that you can let me know if you can hear the music or if it's too loud or if I need to turn it up a little bit. And we are going to go through a circuit of 4 exercises, 2 rounds of those. And I'm going to set up each exercise before we begin. So let me stop sharing my screen here. All right. Everyone can still see me here. All right, can everyone see me okay?
Yeah.
All right, so, and we get our music going as well, and we'll set up our exercises to get started.
Okay, all that. Got some news for y'all. Yeah.
Hi, Ellen. It's good to see you.
Hi, Lois. Good to see you too.
Can everyone hear my music at all in the background?
No, a little louder, please.
A little bit better?
Well, can everybody hear the music?
I heard it and then it stopped.
Yeah, it's kind of disappeared, Derrick.
See if I can bring a little bit closer here.
Okay.
Can you hear the music there?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit while I set up our exercises to get us started. All right, so as I mentioned, we're gonna have 4 exercises. Our first exercise to begin, we are going to start with a squat and alternating knees. So we're gonna combine 2 exercises. We're gonna start off with our basic squat, and as we come up, we'll bring one knee up, we'll sit it down with another squat, and bring the knee up. So alternating those knees, sitting down in your imaginary chair to a squat, keeping your heels down, your chest lifted, and your back straight, your nice squat down low. One knee comes up, squat it down low, opposite knee comes up. So that's gonna be our first exercise. Exercise number 2, and these are gonna be all body weight exercises. Exercise number 2, we're gonna have some jabs. So punching with our jabs, we're gonna start off with our guard is up, elbows in, making sure we keep our guard up high to protect our face at all times. We're extending one arm here, aiming for our nose to the chin area, keeping our guard up with other arm extends here. So we're rotating right and left. We have alternating jabs right and left as our number 2 exercise, okay? Our number 3 exercise that we will do are push-ups. So I'll bring our camera down. So for our push-ups, they can be done modified on the knees or coming in on the toes. So if you're coming up onto your knees, keep your back straight, lowering yourself down for a push-up, or coming up on the toes, same thing, lowering yourself for a push-up. as our number 3 exercise. And then our last exercise we'll go through is our basic crunch. So we'll come down, our feet flat on the floor, our arms will be extended, shoulders start off relaxed. We'll rise up, bring the fingers over the knees, bring the shoulders back down, rise up, fingers over the knees, and then back down. So those would be our 4 exercises to get us started. After our warm up, we'll get our music going. We're going to go 2 rounds of those 4 exercises. Each exercise, we will go 45 seconds on each of those exercises. Sound good? All right, I'll take that as a yes. Let's get ourselves.
Yes.
All right, how is my music level? Can we hear my music?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, let's get ourselves warmed up here. Opposite arm across. All right, exercise number 1. Our squat and alternating knees, 45 seconds. And let's begin. Squat it down, bring one knee up, squat it down, opposite knee comes up. Front leg rhythm, squat it down, knee, squat it down, and knee. Sticking on toes like the squat, as you rise up, point the toe down, sharpen that knee. More than halfway there, 20 seconds. All right, you got your last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Good, shake those legs out. All right, exercise number 2, we had those jabs coming into exercise number 2. So get yourself in your boxing stance, bring your guard up to your chin, 45 seconds on your jabs, and let's begin and punch. Punch up on that guard and keep those punches high into the face. Good, reach across those arms, use those legs, keep punching. Way past the halfway mark, 15 seconds, 15 seconds. And now down to your last 3, 2, and 1. Let's relax those arms down. All right, we're gonna transition our last 2 exercises to our mat to give our push-ups as our number 3. So coming down onto your floor, onto your mat. And once again, you can do modified push-ups on your knees or come up onto your toes for a full push-up. So making your way down with your arm. All right, push-ups, 45 seconds. And let's begin. Knees and toes, pulling yourself down, and push yourself up. Keep that back straight, neck relaxed. Past that halfway point, you have 20 seconds left in your push-ups. And now your last 3, 2, and 1. Where go your push-ups? Rise yourself up. All right, our last exercise, staying in our first round, we have those crunches. So come and transition onto your back now. Relaxing your shoulders and back up to your ground, onto your mat. Arms are big, so you're gonna take the shoulders up and take the fingers over the knee. You have 45 seconds. And begin. Rise up with the fingers over the knee. Relax the shoulders down. Rise up and bring it down. Nice and easy. Last 20 seconds in your first round. And then your last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can relax. All right, folks, how we doing?
Feel energized.
If you're energized, do you have another round of those same 4 exercises left in you?
No, but I was going to ask you, why did you choose those 4 exercises?
Well, I chose those because I wanted to find easy body weight exercises, not knowing what equipment folks may have in their home. Anytime I'm doing any kind of teaching the class or personal training, always like to add in total body exercises, always starting with a lower body because those are our largest muscle groups. Then working our way with exercises like if we had dumbbells, something like bicep curls or tricep extension, something where you just have one muscle that may be in use. And then always like to finish with an ab exercise, crunches, planks, variations of sit-ups. And those always like to mix in total body exercises whenever I'm teaching the class or working with someone individually.
Thank you. Another question. So for the crunches, my neck is bad. And so the crunches, having to lift my head up is bad. So would a plank be an alternative?
A plank would be an alternative. And just to show for those who may have trouble with planks. So same thing with push-ups, you can do planks modified on your knees, but also you can, instead of doing a high plank here, you can take it down low to the elbows and forearms and do a low plank here. And then also, of course, as I mentioned, dropping knees down to give yourself less tension. So yes, different areas of different variants are definitely good for your abs. If you have issues or any kind of discomfort in your neck doing traditional crunches or sit-ups.
Okay, thank you.
I just was diagnosed with a frozen shoulder. So I've been trying to do those push-ups was a bit challenging. But I was able to do a modified push-up, because I'm trying to work the freeze out of my shoulder.
Good, yeah, definitely thinking of ways, there's a lot of different modifications to different exercises. Definitely, choose those modifications to cut down any, if you, as you mentioned, Lois, having any issues with or discomfort, the modified versions of exercises still get you that same workout. So those are never a bad option to choose, just to make sure you're taking additional pressure or tension off an area of your body where you've had a previous injury or discomfort.
Derrick, would a legitimate option for push-ups be, I did it on my kitchen counter standing up. Is that?
Yes, so wall push-ups, which I also should give the option of. Same thing, if you were keeping that same plane with your hands extended into the wall and still kind of lowering yourself chest first into the wall and back, you can still mimic that motion. Yep, Katie, as you mentioned, doing wall push-ups or using another surface like your counter.
Yeah, because I just can't seem to keep the form in the regular push-ups, even if I just do it from my knees. So it seems like I can isolate better if I do it like that.
Yeah, because one tendency that some folks have when they're doing push-ups is to drop their hips. And when you drop your hips, you can have some discomfort in your lower back. So push-ups on the wall or a surface is a definitely good idea to help you maintain that form so that you're not dropping those hips and causing any lower back discomfort. Any other questions or anything?
This was great. I like the warm-ups. I like that. I like the touching and the knees with it. Yeah, those are good. I have a bad habit of not warming up before or after.
Yeah.
Yes. And here's my contact information if anyone has any questions or want to connect on any kind of exercise. Like I said, if anyone is interested in personal training or joining a class, definitely feel free to contact me. Doing things where you can still get your exercise in, but not feel that you have to just kind of put a lot of pressure on yourself is the best way to get started. A lot of folks that I've worked with kind of feel they have to reach a certain goal, or if they're at the gym, that they look like others that may be in the gym. But exercising is all about focusing on yourself. It's all about bettering your physical health and also your mental health. So for those who are starting an exercise routine and you may not be seeing the immediate results that you may think you want to see, definitely don't get discouraged. It's a lifelong commitment to make yourself staying healthy for the duration of your life, and incorporating exercise in your daily life and making healthier food options can extend life by a number of years. So definitely do not get discouraged by any kind of injuries or not meeting certain goals.
I wanted to ask if you're going to continue your summer sessions. I know during the pandemic, you helped a lot of people bring their mats and go outdoors and do the exercises. That was really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's been during the pandemic time. It's been tough for a lot of people who are used to seeing their neighbors, seeing their friends in the community, exercising with them at the aquatic center or different places, and just having the regular classes and programs that the community center has offered in the past. I know it's been really challenging for folks to maintain those connections throughout this challenging time. So being able to get a small group together where people can still connect and build new relationships and maintain those relationships they may have had, it's really good to see. And that's all about what I really love about group exercises, that the camaraderie part of it and building those relationships.
Katie wanted to know where you did them and if you're going to do them again this summer.
Yeah, so I was doing them at the end of Laurel Hill Road. There was a playground there near where one of our class participants who lives in that neighborhood, said there's an open space there to use. So I was teaching that class. I've been teaching that class at 7:30 a.m. on Wednesdays and Fridays, and we're definitely going to be looking to continue that class. So definitely feel free to send me an email or give me a call or send me a text. And I can.
And Katie, Eileen Kroll, make sure you.
Eileen does have all the information. So if you don't connect with me, definitely connect with Eileen, and she'll give you all the information you need to join class.
This has been wonderful.
Yeah, it's very great. But I'll tell you right now, I'm not doing any 7:30 exercise class. Since I retired, I'm no longer getting up at 5:30, and I don't plan on it. But you do classes at the Greenbelt Community Center?
Yeah.
Whenever we go back to that in person?
That's definitely an option. I definitely want to keep an eye on how things progress as far as safety protocols and everything, and how many people are going to be, would be allowed to join classes. I haven't been in touch with the folks at the community center in a while, since I stopped teaching the class right before right when the pandemic hit in 2020. So definitely want to know how things are going there, and hoping that the programs that have been offered before are able to come back, because a lot of people really did take advantage of all those programs there. So it's really be good to see those come back and see everyone back again. So I'll definitely check into that, and we'll let you know the status of that as we head into the spring and summertime.
Great, thanks.
Great. Wow.
Hey, Derrick, do you still work out at Planet Fitness?
Sure do. I'm there every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday evening.
Okay.
Evening? You said evening?
Yeah, I'm usually there in the evenings around 5:30, 6 o'clock. I have clients that I work with during the evening time at Planet Fitness. But the good thing about Planet Fitness is there are 24 hours. So I've definitely had times where I couldn't sleep and went to go work out after midnight. Very quiet there, really nice. But that's the thing I do like about Planet Fitness is there are 24 hours. So but yeah, I'm there at least 3 days a week. Sometimes more if I'm getting a workout in for myself.
Good.
Well, thank you. This was a lot of fun.
This was fantastic, and I like the information you gave in your little quiz. Thank you.
I'm glad
that was no fair. I didn't know we were going to be tested.
Pop quiz.
It was really very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I hope that that those who may have got thrown off by the delay were able to come back and join. And I think we had a nice group of people here. So hope to see everyone around. And like I said, if you have any questions or want to connect with me, definitely feel free to give me a call, send me a text, or send me an email.
Okay,
Great.
I'll make sure everybody in our committee gets your information.
Great.
Thank you, Lois.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. This has been wonderful and very badly needed. And by the way, you had the Mayor Pro Temp with us, Kristen Weaver. So
yes, I did.
She needs to get the city council to exercise.
I have to get myself to exercise first though, right, Lois? Like,
Hey, you made it here.
I made it
Kristen.
here, but yeah, I'm not very good at all of that. It's very easy for me to say, oh, but I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, but look at what he just
Take
did
the
with
lead
us.
to be that example.
Look what he
Okay.
did with us in 15 minutes. I mean,
I
that
was just gonna say, yeah.
phenomenal.
Well, I was thinking this is being recorded, right? So I could try, when it's recorded, I say, okay, oh, I've got 15 minutes. I can go find Derrick's video and do that little exercise again.
Yeah, man. A lot of people don't know. Have a person say, "No, how long do I need to be in the gym? Do I need to be in there an hour and a half, 2 hours?"
No,
You don't need to be in the gym that long. A lot of times when you get into being in the gym that long, you're overworking your muscles. And then I see a lot of people when I'm in the gym, they come back the same day and they're doing the exact same exercises. And that's when you get into a point where you can create small tears into those muscles and injuries. So when you're exercising, you want to make sure that you're changing up your workout, constantly challenging your body and not overworking the same muscles each and every day, and giving those muscles allowing those muscles a chance to heal and grow as well.
thank you.
Thank you.
Well, on behalf of the Greenbelt Black History and Culture Committee, I am so glad you were willing to join us.
Of course.
And I'm so glad for the information you shared. Thank you so much, because health is all we have. You can have $1
Yes.
million and you could be the most unhealthy person and most unhappy person.
That's true.
Mhm.
That's
So
very
health
true.
is everything. Thank you so much.
Yep, and that's
Any
kind
other
of what-
questions before we close out?
Nope. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, everyone. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend.
You
Okay,
too.
bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you Wednesday, Derrick.
See you Wednesday, Paige.